Hello, everybody. My name is Bootsy Fresh 100, and today we are celebrating the honor of Ed Asner, who sadly passed away because today is his birthday. And yeah, he was one of the great legends that I knew from my childhood. And I'm just gonna put this right now. Link is the description. The description. Hmm. But yeah, Ed Asner had a big impact in everybody's lives, like especially mine with some, of his great characters, including the Carl Fredrickson on my profile picture right now. So yeah, until everybody gets here, I'll just be waiting here. Mm. Hi, Nikki.
Hey Blitz,
How you doing?
good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
No problem.
So how's your day?
My day's been, well,
Nice
not
to hear.
so well.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine.
Okay then.
At least now that it's over.
Yeah. But today we always talk about the greatness that Ed Asner brought to childhood.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
especially with because if you didn't know, he passed away last year.
Oh my, that's so sad to hear.
Yeah. Mm.
Hey, Blitz.
Hey,
How's it going?
well, don't ask me how my day is going. Like, ladies first.
Oh, hey, Nikki.
Hey Christian,
How are you doing?
good. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm so upset that I can't stream the limit thing. But if I can't stream tomorrow for the birthdays I'm supposed to plan, so either you or Fresh should do it.
Well, I said that I would do it.
Okay.
What in the hell are you doing, bro?
I'm trying to get this toy out of the package without breaking it.
Why
Ow.
don't you try use some scissors?
I did. And just getting out the vacuum pack is difficult without breaking him.
All right. Hey, Fresh.
Oh, hi, Fresh. There we go. Success. Alrighty then. Let's just figure out something here. Oh, right. Do this right here. So, how's your day, Fresh?
Well, same as usual, but just sometimes I just worry about stuff, especially when it comes to this.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Well,
like,
I actually had a pretty good day today.
you didn't quite let me. You didn't quite let
I'm
me.
sorry.
Like,
I'm
okay.
sorry. You're cutting out. That's why I hear you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. But okay, so just get this out the way. Like anytime when we get started with anything that we do, so how are we gonna like settle this so that we know, like either like signal or just say like what.
Well, I did say it was a little bit too early, but I said I don't mind because I was, getting the list ready and all that, which I'm putting in the chat right now. But yeah, signal will be fine, or like anything, just text each other. That'd be simple.
Oh, then why didn't you just say like in a minute I'm just like getting it prepared.
Well, yeah, I was getting the list prepared and also the stream, so like, anybody could join by now at the same time. So,
Okay.
and I'm also
So
going back
yeah.
and forth.
Go on, Christian.
So yeah, my day went pretty great. I went to Olives with my mom. I got pretty cool stuff. Like I got this one right here. They were having it on sale right here. Because since it'll be the for holidays, I don't know if I should keep this stand thing here, but it immediately caught my eye. But I don't know if I should keep the stands keep breaking. But yeah, I also got different stuff from thrift stores and whatnot. Screw it. This stand is a piece of crap. Anyway, so yeah. The passing of Ed Asner is a bit of a tragedy. I first discovered on a different person's channel than then last year when showing you guys for some kind of stream, I said, Ed Asner died? So yeah, that was a total shock for me to find out.
Yeah, like I remember what stream it was. We were talking about Tom Kenny at the time.
Oh.
But yeah, Ed Asner, like, yeah, he was a grandpa that everybody wished like they had.
Yeah, he was.
Because with times especially with his characters, like it could go like angry or like happy or like anything. Like Ed Asner could do it.
Of course.
And your side, Fresh?
Yeah, I just get it. Like he was a good man. He surprised me the most, like about knowing that he was like some other than being an actor, he was like president of like the Film Actors Guild or something like that. It was
Really?
very interesting to know, and all these other stuff that.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, I have to be honest. It's just one of these instances that you think um where you kind of like think that people might not. No, I don't want to say it. It might be like a little too depressing.
Well said. Like, yeah, but even though with these roles, I did find out like a week ago that apparently he did record his lines for another role for an upcoming move for 2023, even though he
Oh,
sadly passed
really?
away last. Yeah, it's So you know about the Dark with the Kid, like movie that came out like last year, was it?
Wait, you mean the animated one, right?
Yeah. So apparently there's gonna be like a second one, and Ed Asner was in it, but his sad passing and all that.
Oh, darn. So they probably need to find a different actor
No, no,
to
no.
whoever.
No,
I
What?
said he did record his lines before his passing.
Okay, so all of them? Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, but other than that, let's get started. So, like, yes, first up, and of course, always be the first to meet Carl Fredrickson.
Yes, that's how most of us got interested in him. I got interested into animation, and he started off as a boy, being a fan of this one aviator guy, and along the way he met a girl named Ellie, and then throughout the years, they became married, and they went to 7 months ago to a place called Paradise Falls. Until years passed, they got older until a sad thing happened. Her wife got weaker and sicker, and she
her
passed
wife.
away.
You said her. What? I don't remember Carl being a girl. You did say her wife.
Oh, him. What? his wife. I'm sorry, that came out wrong. But all I'm saying is that Carl's wife, Ellie, yeah, she did sadly pass away, and that was a big thing on him and stuff. He came all grumpy and whatnot. Um, until he met this one boy named
Russell.
True. Russell, thank you. Yeah, and he wanted to do with him. That is until one day, well, a bunch of construction workers were doing construction around his house. One, I was using working a construction vehicle. I said knocked down his mailbox. Was as the last thing it with Ellie. He got upset, and the contract guy to fix it until he slammed his cane on his head and started bleeding.
Well, yeah, and let me just shorten the story so we don't have to tell the whole movie. Then we're gonna be here
I
for
know. I was just trying to make a point about
Yeah,
it,
but
but
the
you go
point
ahead.
is to get to the freaking point.
like yeah. All was this like to go to like where he wanted as a child, like Paradise Falls, you know, and then saving up until like because there were this montage where they had the jar and like had put like the quarters, dimes, anything in there to save up until like sometimes they had to like use it because they had a flat tire or anything like that. But
Hmm.
yeah,
And
the way
also, like a tree during a storm got knocked down on their roof.
yes, but yeah. The way Carl is, you can't really blame him because of his backstory and all that. Nobody can really understand him because he used to live in the suburbs, and his house was the only suburb house because of all the buildings and all that. And I was
Hmm.
shocked as a kid, like when I first watched it, I was like, wow, a small house compared to like tall buildings. I was like, that can't be done, but of course, what the agents like saying, like take down the house. Listen, you can't take anything down if it reminds you of the loved ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically just going to a trip with Russell and all that. Yeah, there were like, a lot of trouble here and there, especially with Kevin and Doug. But, eventually, he met his hero supposedly because he didn't know that he was a villain the whole time.
Yeah. All he wanted to do was like catch a Kevin for his own gain and whatnot and stuff.
But until then, Carl actually, changed his attitude when Doug came to the door and says, you're my dog and everything. And
Hmm.
Russell, like, team up too because he was trying to, like, get Kevin back. And yeah, at the ending, I like the game they were playing. Like, yeah, before the game, like, yes, for Russell's like wilderness explorer like thing. He actually Carl came in and gave him the badge, but it was the grape soda like cap.
Yeah. That was a really good scene.
And yeah, I like the scene where they're just sitting down at the sidewalk, in ice cream, playing the game with the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're next to that aviator plane thing that guy have, and we pan over to the house where it's actually at the falls.
Yeah. But overall, Carl Fredrickson would always be in the memory of Ed Asner because that's how I got introduced to him. And yeah, he was like one of the best from him.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
And what I really like is Carl and Ellie's relationship because those two are one of the most in Disney's healthiest relationships
Exactly.
Agreed.
because they did what they did on the day they got married until death do apart.
Yeah. And remember, like, because Ellie could have children, that was also sad.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they worked together making a nursery and all of that, and then sadly they lost their child.
No,
Yeah.
no, they couldn't have the child.
Yeah. Uh, but overall, I think Ed Asner for like, being, part of this movie up, like, because, one of the best from Disney, like, this is like good in my opinion.
Hmm.
Same to me too. Like he's very relatable. A good sense of humor though. Nevertheless, he was like he put his most like epic one-liners here and there. And like me and my sister, we always laughed at you in the suit. Yeah, you take a bath, hippie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I also like the scene where he had the leaf blower and he was, blowing that shit up to like, the construction worker like John Ratzenberger voice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, but good memories from Up, I say.
Yep.
Uh, all right, next up, his trademark of all time, Santa Claus.
One of the movies I got introduced to him. Of course, I didn't realize that guy was the voice of Up. So yeah, the movie starring Will Ferrell. Of course, he plays Santa Claus. He's doing his normal thing. He's actually like an orphanage or of babies and stuff, and or was it a hospital? I can't remember, but anyway, so while he's like putting toys in baby carriages, one baby stuck in his carrying bag, and without him knowing it, brought to the North Pole, and that's where Santa Claus tasked one of his elves to take care of the boy.
Yeah, and like finding out like yeah, cause Buddy with Santa Claus, like remember that dramatic scene when he found out like the fake Santa.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that scene.
Mm-hmm. And then eventually when he meets up with the real Santa, like it was like wow, like seeing Ed Asner in live action because that's how I actually got introduced to him in live action. Uh, but yeah, I'm saying like without Ed Asner, there would not be like Santa Claus for like any movie or show.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And before I got introduced to his Santa Claus and Elf, I actually got introduced to his Santa Claus and regular show. Mm. And yeah, about that regular show special, like the Christmas special, it was really good, especially having guest stars Ed Asner and Thomas Hayden Church.
Yes.
Yeah, and I tell you, remember when he first met Morgan Rigby when he dribbled down?
Oh yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's like I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa. What Santa Claus? No, Santa McMurphy. And then when he was trying to convince them that he is the real deal, it was kind of awesome to hear Ed Asner say, "Dude, like, dear Santa, dude, give me a visibility cloak. Santa, dude, don't be a jerk. Just give me an invisibility cloak."
Yeah, and of course, there's that scene that I like the most, especially with Muscle Man.
Oh, right, that's right. Because it turns out that he did wear a bulletproof vest when Quilgan shot him, and then Muscle Man was Santa's got a six pack.
Yeah. Uh, but overall, his version in regular show was like really good. Like I say, it was a twist because usually he would be in a suit, but no, it was like a really nice like peck he had.
I agree. So yeah, with my version of Santa introduction, yes, of course it was regular show, and then it was Elf, and then I know that I saw all the other reindeer a long time ago, like in first grade or something, but I had no idea that was him up until did some
Wait,
research.
he was in all of the other reindeer.
It's right
Yeah,
in front of you,
he
dude.
plays Santa.
Uh, oh, I didn't see that, but I didn't show him behind the voice actors.
Because what? No, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not gonna even do it. No.
Nah, like I didn't see it myself, but I was like asking your guys' opinion about like how his version was in all of the other reindeer.
Well,
Well, it's been a long time since
Oh
What just
no,
happened?
magic
you got
happened.
Thanos,
The magic man.
a mystical magical favor.
Why? Can't believe he just got Thanos snapped.
I am inevitable. Oh, wait.
Anyway, Nikki, how you doing?
Let's say a mixture of good and bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to worry.
I mean, like I was just asking, just I mean, like because about the last time we're not gonna repeat what happened last time.
Yeah, but I really like how you guys respect of not asking a woman her age.
Of of course.
I mean, if it's from like yeah, in public you can't ask, but if a family member tells you themselves, then you can respect it because they're actually telling you instead of like asking what their age is.
True.
Yeah. All right then.
I don't know how the heck that happened? I was just like messing with a transformer I got from GameStop, and I guess my headphones bumped something and just kicked me out. I mean, it didn't
Wait,
kick me out fully. I mean, I can still hear you guys.
wait though. Which Transformer was it?
Well, I just got them transformed. It's a new legacy thing called Legacy Drag Strip.
Unfazed, but so yeah, I know you said it was a long time ago, but I did see a clip that yeah, he did really good at. Like, yeah, even though yes, I do know that Drew Barrymore was also in the movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
she of course plays all of herself, and um, the reason, like, I know you haven't seen the movie, but she ran away from her owner, like because um, oh, what was it?
She overheard her owner talking about. Okay, okay. Her owner was trying to convince her that um okay, her owner tried to say that he was wrong about what he said about Christmas and Santa, and her pet
Oh yeah,
flea.
yeah, and he wanted her to be a normal dog, but her flea misheard what he said, and he said the wrong things.
Yes.
Yeah. But overall, like, yeah, a trademark to Ed Asner always playing Santa, like, yeah, live action, especially for animation, was really good.
Also, I want to point out the flea actually coined all of the other reindeer because it was supposed to be all of the other reindeer, but not all of. So he misheard that.
Maybe what he wants for Christmas is a new pair of ears.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely. Especially the when he misheard her owner saying bad things about her and stuff.
And
But
apparently,
yeah, if I find it somewhere on VHS, I don't know where it is, or if I find a DVD or get it from Amazon, I'll watch it again. I actually missed that one. And remember the main villain, the male
the
dude,
postman. Yeah.
the postman. Yeah.
uh, yeah, I remember. And first, you told me that it was played by Dan Castellaneta.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
In fact, the whole thing was created by freaking Matt Groening, creator of The Simpsons.
yeah.
Wow, how about that?
And
Why?
also,
I'm
Tristan
sorry.
McNeil was also in that film. She played, Mrs. Claus.
Hmm, that's cool.
Uh,
Wait, have
but
you done an elemental of Mrs. Claus?
Fresh did.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just make sure if we did, but I'm glad to know. But yeah, my favorite Santa of all, of course, would be when he played Santa and Elf. He did a really amazing job in live action. He really looks like he is Santa Claus.
Exactly. For me, it's a tie with yeah, Elf and regular show.
Awesome.
All the above because it's that awesome. Because no doubt Santa himself is yes a timeless honor character because like playing by other different guys that we know. So that's 100% in my book.
Hmm.
Ho ho ho! Here comes Ben Parker from the Spectacular Spider-Man. So yeah, first you want to explain this?
Well, you already know. Okay, well, in this one episode, let's see, during where Peter was, dealing with the symbiote suits, when it cocooned him and it got him back to his origins, where yes, of course he reconnected with Uncle Ben, and he said like he wanted to stay so much, but it was like no, you have the science exhibit to go to. We'll talk about it when you get home. And then of course it went all the way to his origins up until they had to talk in the car about with great power comes great responsibility. And
Just like in the first Spider-Man movie.
yes,
Well,
exactly.
yeah. Until we find out what actually happened in the third movie.
Yeah.
And then while Spider-Man was trying to, beat the alien symbiotes, he had a little help with Ben saying that he'll always be here and he's much more stronger than anyone would think he would be. And yeah, he's always in his heart and his mind. And he was the best.
Agreed. Yeah, he was a really great voice for Ben Parker, even though he played him one time. And yeah, I noticed this. Like, yeah, half of the Gargoyles cast was in the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
because Ed
yeah.
Asner,
Because Jeff Bennett,
Keith
Keith
David,
David once,
uh,
and
Bill
Bill
Fagerbakke.
Fagerbakke. Yes.
wait, Bill Fagerbucky. What was he
Yes.
in?
So he was originally gonna play Hydra Man, but he only played like what's his normal name, Fresh?
Isn't it? I think it was. Okay, what was it? I think it was like either M. Let's see. Okay. Uh, okay. So he just played his non-superpowered version, like his humanized version, before he turned into the guy. So
Oh, okay.
Hydro Man. His
But
name is.
I say that like okay for Spectacular Spider. I'm just saying it for myself in my own opinion. I thought like Bill Furkabaki got popped because he only played like non-villain like Hydra Man.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, right. His name is Morris. Morris Bench.
Yeah.
Morris Bench. All right. So, was there anyone else in the Gargoyles cast that was Spider-Man?
Let's see here. Oh, the guy that voiced it like what was it? First, remember when Doc Ock became the new leader of the Sinister Six? There was also that scientist.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Scientist. What was his name? Tinkerer, and his name was and his voice actor was Xavier. Oh, no, wait. That's wrong. That was Mysterio, I think. But his name was like he also voiced Felix the Cat in this first season of Twisted Tales of Felix the Cat.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
And
the
I know who the Tinkerer is. I got just to him or the female version in Miles Morales.
Oh,
and let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the gargoyle that he played was Lexi.
Hmm.
oh,
Uh,
look at that. You got Thanos too.
Well, looks like Blitz got Thanos snapped.
Don't know what happened there,
What do you
but
think? You got Thanos.
I think at Thanos. I legit got a warning just right now that my browser was like was having internet connections.
oh, okay.
But
But yeah, for my side, I actually didn't realize that was Ed Nasser when I watched that episode on DVD. But I have to admit, he actually did pretty good with that Ben Parker. Even though, like you said, he only played him once, but I still think he did pretty good. If he was still alive, I think he could play him again.
I mean, like back then, like he could have played a good one for like live action, perhaps.
I was
He
just
could,
about to say that actually.
like I could see it for like the MCU's version because we never really got introduced to his like MCU version. Then
That's
again,
that's
how could
right.
that
They only
work?
showed Aunt May.
Okay, I was thinking of that, but I was like, wait, it can't be possible because in that version it has a hot Aunt May. Think about it.
Well, because they wanted to take another. Okay, the only reason why they did this is because to take another direction. Like we already know the classic story about him getting his powers and losing Uncle Ben, so they just wanted to just take another direction.
Hmm.
I see what they're going for. Like instead of like an old version of anime, I'll do a younger version.
That wasn't really the point, but I'm like it's just. Oh, and Blitz, I know you're about to say something. What was it?
No, it's okay now. But next one, and yeah, one of the few surprising ones I found out when researching him, like over the years, Granny Goodness from DC.
Yes. I actually got introduced to her in Justice League Action, where of course she was voiced by a woman. But I think it was a video is where I found out that Ed Asner voiced her. But I saw his performance as Ed, as Great Goodness and Superman the Animated Series, and he did an excellent job, making her sound menacing and stuff. With her deep voice, and actually did kind of sound feminine a bit, or masculine in between, but he still did a really good job. And yeah, Grey Goodness is like one of Superman's villains, and also one of Darkseid's allies. I don't know if they're in a relationship, like husband or wife, or she's just like on his team or whatever. It's not really explained, but yeah, she's been part of the DC ever since, and yeah, again, a formidable villain, and Ed Asner did an excellent job. And my other favorite of her voice actor would be Diane. What's her last name?
Delano.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello from Chris's stream.
Oh, hi, Judd. Oh, thank you, Judd. And so yeah, your side.
Okay, well, granny goodness, like, yeah, it was an honor, especially for Ed Asner because he was the first voice for granny goodness.
Of
Oh,
course.
Yeah, and what I have to say, like, taking a different direction with like instead of being voiced by a woman first, it was a man, which was pretty awesome of them to make that decision. He only played Granny, like for like what was it, two times actually.
There's three or four, but
Actually, wait, including like that movie from 2012. Yeah, so it was three or four, like because of that. But I thought Granny Goodness, like when I saw her design at first, I didn't get to introduced to like Ed Asner's version first, but it was definitely another version. Uh, but over time, I thought she was a good like villain against like Superman and you fresh.
all I just gotta say, it just shocked the freak out of me. I'm like, whoa, and like, okay, so I agree with what you said, Christian, about how it could either be feminine or masculine at times. It's just mind blowing, though.
mm-hmm.
Because other than Ed Asner, Kari Payton got to play good, great.
Oh
Granny,
yeah.
goodness, slow down, dude.
But yeah, I double checked, and he only played her about three times. So yeah,
Three times, huh?
yeah.
But overall, like yeah, and being like one of like his first DC roles, I must say, if I'm right, because this is before or after JJ, or like with Marvel and DC. But yeah, overall, it was like, one of the best from DC from Granny Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right, next up, Hudson from Gargoyles.
I don't know who he is, but I looking beyond voice actors, I know that he's a gargoyle, so that took me your side.
Well, basically, he's Goliath's mentor.
Ah,
Ah,
figures.
of course he is. So he's like a grandfather figure or father figure.
Well, he's kind of like the master splinter of the group.
Ah,
But
there's
that
one
actually makes
second.
much more sense, even though I never seen his personality. But what he said, I can agree with that.
Like, and he's the one who founded like the whole like the Manhattan Clan, as the Gargoyles called themselves.
Ah, I see, I see. Oh, I
Yeah,
just found out something. Deborah Strang, who voiced Aunt May in Spectacular Spider-Man, actually voiced Grant Gurnis only in Young Justice.
I know that.
Hmm. All right.
Uh, but overall with Hudson, like yes, I've seen Gargoyles here and there. Yeah, he's a good like leader, especially to Goliath. Even though like Goliath could be his own leader here and there, but giving good advice. That's all I have to say. Like yeah, Hudson is a good character.
Hmm.
Agreed.
All right then.
And one of Greg Good's voice actors, Cloris Leachman, the one that voices Grant and Croods. You seen Croods, haven't you, Blitz?
Of course, like yeah.
So yeah, she died last year. If you didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know that because her current voice, from the Croods is, the actor that plays Alice Green from the Big City Greens.
Oh yeah, that's right. And the reason I mentioned that because she's also the one of the voices of Great Goodness.
I know.
Yeah.
All right then. Next up, give me pictures of Spider-Man.
John J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man 1994.
Now, this can range about like any other character. Like his hatred for Spider-Man can range, but in this version, his hatred comes from his wife getting killed by a man in a mask. So
Yeah,
No way.
we
yeah,
did mention this
but
before.
sometimes I'm sorry, Blitz, but I just gotta say, like, yeah, that's one of the many times he can hate him, but other times he could just envy him. Just like I hate you.
Blitz,
Hmm.
I just found out something. The last person who played Granny Goodness with the Harley Quinn series, Jessica Walter, she died too.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, she died last year.
Oh my.
I repeat
Yeah,
to
I
her.
actually know a couple of roles she played in. She was also in Clarence, apparently, voicing that's a Sidney Trout named Ma, I guess.
Hmm. Hmm. But rest in peace to her. Like I didn't know that.
And she was also in TV show Dinosaurs, what the big dinosaur going, not the mama, not the mama.
Yes, yes, I know the
Oh,
meme.
the classic.
And she was actually the mom friend, Sinclair, the mom dinosaur.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know she died. Dang.
May
Let's
she
see.
rest in peace.
Yep.
Yeah, she died before my mom's birthday, actually on March 24th.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, I don't know who will take up the mantle for Granny Goodness. Who knows?
Okay, so with JJ, like when I first heard his version, I heard his version first in Saturday Morning Rewind when they were doing like Ed Asner's roles. And when I heard his version, of course with Carl Fredrickson, I was like, he got the attitude right, especially with the voice. And yeah, I saw a clip with him against War Machine. Iron Man was in that episode.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is cool.
I mean, yeah, because at the time War Machine was voiced by James Avery.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, towards his attitude to Spider-Man, it can range, like Fresh said. But yeah, yeah, he's one of my favorite JJs. Like, yeah, of course, first is J.K. Simmons, second is Darren Norris, but he's definitely third in my book.
Same as you.
Yeah, and like, your opinion, if like, did you watch the whole series of the 1994 Spider-Man?
Well, I watch on occasion, here and there when I get the time, and well, the only time I was like, oh, look at that, he's actually rooting for him was, of course, where he had Matt Gargan become Scorpion.
Mm, yeah, and yeah, about that show, other than Jonah Jameson, I also like Hank Azaria's like version of like Eddie Brock, aka Venom. It was pretty nice.
Yes.
Mm. But overall, his version of JJ was not all that bad. Like, definitely got the voice down. All right. Next up, don't freak out, Sergeant Mike Cosgrove from
Oh
Freakazoid.
yeah, I've heard about this. So yeah, I never watched Freakazoid. I wish I did, but I know who the sergeant is. I seen a clip. Like, there's a dirty joke like where Freakazoid and him were like chatting, is eating a sandwich, and asked him, "How come you don't have a girlfriend or something?" And he said, "I like meat too much."
Uh,
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's what the chief said. But yeah,
But,
he also voiced him again in Teen Titans. Ugh.
the no
but
no.
no, 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 no. Um, but I could explain more about the sergeant because I seen a little. Like Sergeant Mike Cosgrove, like yes, a friend of Freakazoid. Like whenever Freakazoid has to like stop danger and all that, there he is, Sergeant Mike Cosgrove, to stop him, saying, "Hey, Freakazoid, you want to do this with me? You want to do this with me?" Just try to distract him, basically.
Oh, so he's a distraction.
Well, not distraction. He just wants to hang out with Freakazoid.
Uh, hmm. I thought he would be the type of character that would be annoyed by Freakazoid because of how obnoxious he is.
No, like because him and Freakazoid have like a good real friendship and all that.
Oh, that's
Uh,
good to know.
yeah, but his performance and Freakazoid was pretty good. Yeah. All right, next up for your Boondocks fans out there.
Ed Winsler. Yeah. So yeah. Um. So when I saw like the first, yeah, it was in the first episode of the Boondocks, of course, and I was like, "Hi, this guy actually does look like Ed Asner." And it's like it was always supposed to be some kind of joke or something. But the funniest part is this is one of the many few times that you hear Ed Asner swear.
I know it was really shocking too.
So yeah, it said that he's supposed to be the either what father, yeah, the father of Ed Winsler the third or the second, or I'm like it's usually the second or third. I mean, but the point is like he just wanted his son to become like president of the United States in about like 30 years, something like that. And
Wait, he had a son. Didn't he also had a grandson, or am I?
well, special tribute to his son that was talking about. Like he was voiced by Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And even though I see the show here there, like all I know is just he's a cool guy. He's all right. He's decent.
I mean, I would like to agree with you, but I've seen like videos here and there about him. Like, yeah, especially last year when I was watching this Boondocks video about him. Like, yeah, his attitude, like, yeah, it's kind of like Carl and JJ, but takes it too far, especially because I remember he
Hmm.
got pissed at a reporter one time.
Wow.
Mm. All right, then. Are you ready?
Angry old timer. What?
Yeah, these are like this was like one of the surprising ones from Ed Asner being the SpongeBob franchise.
Well, how'd you find this out?
There's something called research and behind the voice actors, but okay. So basically, the angry old timer is an elderly fish. He appears in the episode Whirly Brains, in which he steals SpongeBob and Patrick's Whirly
That
Brain.
was him?
Yeah, that was
No
him.
way!
Mhm.
Holy cow! I seen
Okay.
that episode multiple times. I didn't know that was Ed Asner. And man, I stopped watching as episode. But I thought the episode was wacky.
But yeah, one of the surprising ones, even though like yeah, it was so cool because now like Ed Asner and Betty White were in SpongeBob because they were close friends and all that.
Oh, okay. I bypassed him and behind the voice actors. Okay, I didn't see him, but wow, imagine that. They should have gotten more roles besides that, or they should have him in previous SpongeBob episodes, like in the classic seasons. That would have been
No,
interesting. Like he could have voiced Old Man Jenkins, actually.
Or Mermaid Man.
Yeah, even
Mermaid.
better, because he actually resembles Merman, or just bald. That didn't sound right, did it?
Next time work on what you say before you say them.
But yeah, the point is, I think he would have been great for Merman. But the guy that played him before, he still did a pretty good job.
Yeah, but I thought he did a good job. Like only saw the episode once, but it was really shocking to find out.
Hmm. Yeah, that episode is 0 out of 10 for me.
Hmm. All right, next up, the Wild Thornberries, where he played Frank Hunter, Eliza's like grandfather, not from Nigel's side, but from the mom's side.
Oh, okay, I just see him. Uh,
I mean,
Not bad.
yeah, and yeah, fun fact. Not only the Wild Thornberries had Ed Asner and Betty White playing the grandma.
Oh,
Wait, are you talking about the movie?
No, not the movie.
the
Oh,
show.
I didn't say like Nigel's parents. I said the mom's parents.
like I just had to be sure. I was like, you sure you're talking about also like the movie? Like I know you put down the show, but I was just like because I remember something from
I know
something.
what you're talking about, like about Nigel's parents. I know Tim Curry voiced his father as well.
Oh,
Yeah, but with Frank Hunter, yeah, he's a great grandpa, and to find out like it was both Ed Asner and Betty White voicing their grandparents, I thought it was a pretty cool like little Easter egg because they worked on previous shows together.
I just found her grandmother behind the voice actor, Sophie Hunter. She looks good too.
Mm. But yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, I must say. All right, next up, if anybody's seen this movie,
not yet.
I don't think I have. No, I
uh,
have not.
I
But I
put this
do
down.
know.
What?
Yeah, oh, sorry, but I do know. Yes, Tim Curry. He does play. Let's see, yes. Ebenezer Scrooge. Yes.
Yes, he does. But I do know, like, yes, I saw a little bit. Yeah, Jacob Marley, like, he plays he's a ghost basically, telling like Scrooge about like what's going on and everything. Basically, past, present, or like future, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Hmm. Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's basically just saying like he's like we know how the story goes. Like he's just the guy that he just his partner saying that like. I am forced to carry these heavy chains for years, and the same thing will happen to you if you don't believe in Christmas, and you will be visited by three spirits, and that's how it is.
Oh, so he's basically his old friend, I forgot what his name's supposed to be in the Chris Carroll franchise, but yeah, he's supposed to be like his old business partner that died.
What are you talking about? Like, what his name? What are you what are you talking? How what?
I don't
Oh,
know,
You,
man.
oh
you know what
wow.
you know what you kind of remind me fresh of that meme. You know that meme where the guy was like, "What? Bro, what are you talking about?" You know that meme?
Can you if you explain more?
Okay, so basically, this guy's was being interviewed, and like somebody was questioning him, and he was like, "What? What are you guys talking about?" You know what I mean?
No, I'm sorry, bro.
Dang.
Okay, so forget what I said, but the way you described Jacob Marley for Christmas Carol, even though I never seen it, the only Christmas Carol I've seen was a Looney Tunes version of it, and a Muppets version of it.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, right. Well,
I also
right,
seen the
right.
Muppets version of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
fine.
I have it on VHS. I keep forgetting who plays him, but he's the one who voices Finn McMahon from Cars 2. He did pretty good as Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, wait, are you talking? Wait, that's the same actor that played Alfred from Christian Bale's like Batman movies.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a cool actor, I must say.
Hmm. And I did tell you that he was in the movie Bewitched starring Will Ferrell, where they made a movie version of the original show.
Hmm. All right, next up. Yeah, he was also part of the Cleveland show here and there. So basically, yeah, three roles he played. First one, like, yes, he reprised as Carl Fredrickson, because yeah, as you see at the window, because it was with Cleveland Jr. and some other person out the window, you see Carl Fredrickson and his house flying away. It was like, hey, up yours, and yeah. And let's see, he also played this old guy named Walter. Basically, he was like to his wife, happy anniversary. What did I get you? So like, he has like, memory issues and all that. And Leslie, he played a daily splash editor. Uh, Basically, Cleveland Jr. wanted a job, and this is where Ed Asner came in. He was like, "So you want to be a paper boy and all that?" But
Oh,
yeah, what happened?
no. I'm just impressed.
Yeah, it was also American Dad, where he played Great Grandpa Smith in a talking red mailbox.
Oh, that's cool to know.
Yeah, and let's see. Other than that, you ever watched the TV show Witch from 2004?
No, but I wish I have because I like the theme song. And I know one of Grindelwald's characters is in that show. She plays a girl that turns her into a spider beast thing.
Hmm. Because yeah, Ed Asner played a cat named Napoleon.
Mm.
Hello there.
Home
Yes,
Alone: The Holiday Heist.
yeah. This was the fifth one, and I've seen it. It was pretty all right. So Ed Asner was in it. He played like some kind of party guest that was talking to the parents of the kid who's not Kevin
Hmm.
because well, they keep changing the character. But
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the third and fourth one. They're alright, but I prefer the original Kevin. Also, have you seen the commercial where they're like a Christmas commercial, like the same actress that played his mom, but instead of that Kevin, it was Kevin Hart.
Wow.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. But explain more first.
Oh, I'm just saying. What?
Wow.
Okay, I know we're not gonna talk about TT Black, but the guy that played Santa Claus in that show, Robert Morris, actually died this year on April 20th.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know if you know him. I'm just trying to see what else he played besides Santa. Oh, he played Jack Frost in the Jack Frost 1979. You know that stop motion one?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know it was him. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Jeez, we're losing too many people. I swear to God.
Hmm. Um, is that all for you first for Home Alone?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
All right. So even though I didn't see the movie, yes,
You
Christian.
know, I'm sorry, I keep gasping, but I'm just going through behind voice to see which ones are alive, And okay, the character Mrs. Nederlander from Transformers Rescue Bots?
Yes.
Her voice actor Billy Hayes died last year.
Yep. It's sad. Like,
And she was Mother May I from Teen Titans.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. And she was also in Great Adventures of Billy Mandy as someone named Granny Applecheeks.
Yep. I already.
Wow.
I knew that
I
a long time ago.
did not know that. Man, she did really good as Mother May I.
Now, you kids, sit down and be good children, please.
She actually reprised her role in the reboot Teen Titans. I'm calling it reboot Teen Titans. Would that make it easier?
I mean, if you're saying reboot, people might take it the wrong direction.
Yeah, but um, I'll say 2013 Teen Titans. How about that?
How about Teen Titans shit? Can we say that?
yeah.
Or Teen
And
Titans Abomination.
What she said.
Or
Good.
all right.
Toddler Titans. Like that's what one guy said. Toddler Titans.
They actually did an episode about that. It's like a door explore crap thing where you hear the children. I'm not gonna talk about it, but man, I didn't know that her voice actor died. Wow, there's a lot of voice actors I didn't know that died either this year or last year. That's sad. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, shall we?
Okay, so even though I didn't see the movie, but apparently he was in Our Friend Martin.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Uh, our friend Martin. Is that the one with
James Earl Jones
um
and Whoopi Goldberg.
oh, okay, never mind.
Well, yeah, I saw a clip of this, and basically how it started out, it was Mr. Harris like saying to some black kids, "You shouldn't be drinking water," and saying like, kicking them out. Basically, Mr. Harris was the principal that worked for Martin Luther King's middle school, basically,
Oh, so it's that type of movie.
and basically he kicks the black Americans out of Robert E. Lee Middle School, basically. So yeah, that's what I was saying before.
Oh, so it's like based on a true story kind of deal.
I mean, our
Well, it's actually just I believe like I remember seeing this right in elementary school, but I think it was kind of like these kids who go back in time and meet the king. And, okay, so
Ah, I see, I see.
oh wait, oh yeah, so two kids in middle school who travel through time, meeting Dr. King at several points during his life. So yeah, and wow.
This might be a total shocker for you, but I got a DVD of Sesame Street from Amazon, but only for a specific reason. It's something from my childhood. I used to have a VHS when I was a kid.
Hey, I'm not hating. I mean, like I used to like the only thing that I liked about Sesame Street during like a certain time in my life was Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland.
Yeah, that one was many years ago. I don't remember what year, but it's about this one girl, woman, with these kids, and at this Big Bird's Teddy's birthday, and they just do different dances. And it was just part of my childhood, so that's why I started to get it. But I don't know if you put it down on the list, but there's a character he played in The Animals starring Rob Schneider.
I didn't put it down, but do you want to explain it if you saw it?
I have. He plays the chief, so just put down the chief, the animal.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, first, if you want, you could put on down like when he played himself from that documentary.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So yeah. Oh, Echo. Oh, never mind, it's gone. So yeah, this movie, Rob Schneider's character is just like a cop in training, or a cop, but he's been like training and stuff. And of course, Ed Asner's character is a chief, and he did a really good job playing as him. And after an accident, Rob Schneider has animal parts and stuff, but you have to watch the movie to understand it more. But yeah, when Ed Asner played as the chief, he actually did pretty good, and that's how I got used to in live action. Besides Elf, of course, I didn't recognize him as Santa Claus with a beard, but yeah, at this one, I'm mainly got just that's how I got used to him. Besides Up, so yeah, he really good, really good.
Yeah, it's really cool to find out he did a movie with Rob Schneider. Nice.
Mm-hmm. I recommend you watch it. It's really good.
And it's funny because both have been now in the Home Alone franchise.
That's right. Rob
Right.
Schneider has been in the second movie.
Yep. All right, next one. Fresh.
Yeah, again, one of the best documentaries I've ever seen, and with his introduction, I mean, like it was kind of like funny as it can be. He was just introducing himself, and then he just pulled out a knife, and then he was just explaining how he just adores voiceover. He doesn't care like what form it is. He just wants to just bring out his magic, just like anybody else would, and no one to blame him. Got to work.
Hmm. Yep. And yeah, I know you guys were talking about Sesame Street, but have you seen the Sesame Street special from 2015 called the Cookie Thief?
Yes, I
I haven't.
have. And it's got Rachel Dratch in it. If you don't know who she is, what's a good example of her? Dang it.
Wait a
Um,
second.
hang
Wait a
on.
second.
Rachel Dratch. Okay, I just
I know
she
her. She's from. I first got introduced to her in Fish Hooks.
oh, she's in Fish Hooks.
Yeah.
Click. She was in Click.
Click.
Oh, Click. But I got just her in Just Go That starring Adam Sandler and Jeffrey Aniston. Adam Sandler plays as a plastic surgeon, so does Jeffrey Aniston, and she was a patient, and her eyebrow is stuck. Her right one is stuck up there, like she's doing that raise the eyebrow gesture. But the reason she's like that, she went to this cheap plastic surgeon. I forgot how she explained it, but that's how that happened. So, um, before knowing her name, I refer her as Crazy Eyebrow Lady until years later I found out her name was actually Rachel Dratch, and I just called her by Rachel Dratch. And
And
she's
other
in
than
Saturday Night Live. You should watch Debbie Downer. It's really funny, especially the Disneyland one.
nice, and other than Rachel Dratch, Terry Crews also was in the cast.
Of
Wait.
Terry Crews played himself in that special.
wait, he was in the
The cookie,
70s special.
no,
What?
no, the Cookie Thief.
That's what I mean. What?
Yeah,
What?
hmm
Wow. I didn't even know it was him in there. It's been many years since I've seen that. Wow. Huh. Well, I'll be.
That's
Uh,
like one of my favorite specials from Sesame Streets.
I liked it because of Rachel Dratch. And of course, Cookie Monster was being accused because he's a Cookie Monster. And there's like cookie related planes being stolen, of course. But it turns out it was an actual cookie. I mean, come on. But that's how they would do it. The humor, the humor.
Okay, so yeah, let me explain with the Terry Crews situation. Okay, so it's says here Abacadabby turns into this segment with Terry Crews and different kinds of artists because Terry Crews is a good artist and all that.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
But Abacadabby turned Terry into a painter, a sculptor, let's see, a dancer, a mime man, and then Count Von Count counts all of them.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm.
I miss watching Sesame back in the day, and it's also that they're still making episodes on how they can keep it going if they have any more ideas.
Man, hey, it's a good idea because now like generations of kids can still watch it throughout the years.
Well, of course, and they're doing a lot more serious issues like autism and the COVID.
Yep, and I remember when they first revealed their first, gay couple. And
Ernie and Bert.
nope, like two human beings.
Oh,
Yep,
man or woman?
two men.
Okay. But yeah, of course, when I was little, I always thought Bert and Ernie were brothers, but I later found out they're actually friends, and then people speculate that they're gay, and I think it's actually true.
Mm. Another thing I like about Sesame Street was also with Elmo's World. Like that was one of the best too, in my
Well,
opinion.
of
Yes, sir.
course, even though it's like a spin-off thing, while they're doing Sesame Street, I still think it's awesome. Um,
Uh,
yeah,
what always gets me is like the song in the beginning, like yeah, I
yeah.
love that. Especially like those
And
moments with Mr. Newt.
yeah,
Oh
Mr.
man.
Noodle is the best too. One episode that scared me as a kid as where I talk about the stormy weather, and one was a tornado puppet that was like spinning around and stuff. That scared me as a kid because I actually hated tornadoes. I don't know if I cried, but I was scared. But of course, when I got older, I saw a YouTube video of
So
it. I got over it.
wait, were you scared of Taz as little? Cause tornadoes. You said.
No, 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 no. I actually like Taz, but that specifically scared me. Hang on, let me see if I can find on Google. But yeah, what was your favorite episode of Elmo's World?
There was a lot, especially like some of the times they would bring guest stars, especially. But I gotta say, like it was like those best moments with Mr. Noodle and like especially his siblings. Like those were the best too.
Oh yeah, I remember those, and I think one of those actors that okay, I found the picture, and I'm gonna show it to you. There.
Wow,
Oh
so
my!
scary.
I remember that.
Oh, you actually do?
Yeah. Oh my God! Like that was like one of the best.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's what's actually scaring me. Because tornado. But well, now that I'm older, actually it looks pretty cool. So I don't know how they did it with that. But I'm sure they did something to do that kind of spin effect. But kudos.
Hmm. Let's see. Any other else for Ed Asner? Like any more characters from Ed?
What
No,
else?
no, no, sir, not at all.
Nope. Okay.
Drats.
But it's okay.
Well,
Like we don't have to explain every character. All that matters is that we're honoring him on his birthday.
well, of course. And yes, happy birthday, Ed Asner, and rest in peace to you. You're really swell guy indeed.
Yeah. I just want to say thanks, especially from Up.
Hmm. And you are joined with Ellie.
Especially Paradise Falls. Great times, good memories, especially. Oh yeah, you guys want to say like one of Carl Fredrickson's like catchphrase?
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah, or
What's his catchphrase?
I mean, not really one of his catchphrases. You mean like one of his quotes? You meant, Blitz.
Oh, okay.
Quotes, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
oh, I know one. So long, suckers! I'll see you
Yep,
postcard from Paradise Fall.
that was the one.
Hmm.
Like that was the best one. Like he had said. Hmm. But now, yeah, I still can't believe it's been a year since his passing. Like it just happened out of nowhere.
I know. It just happened like that.
Uh, but yeah, even though I'm not gonna see it, they better dedicate that like movie to Ed Asner because he did record his lines.
Mm.
Hmm. So, anything you guys want to say before I end the stream?
Let's see. No, not really. I've run out of some says, but
Okay.
actually, overall, as performance and rating, a million and infinity plus.
And beyond.
Agreed.
That's my yeah. And thank you for joining Christian Parish. If you
You're well. Oh,
no, no.
pear. Come on, dude.
Yo,
Hang
he
on,
didn't
let
know
me
it's the whole
change it.
stream. I put that as your name for the whole stream when you joined.
God dang it!
No one can think you're a
This,
fruit.
this whole time.
This whole time.
God dang it! I wasn't even paying attention. God freaking dang it! All right, whatever. See you tomorrow for the stream I was supposed to do yesterday, but of course my streamer wouldn't let me. So yeah, if my streamer still won't work, either you or Fresh will do it.
Well, I did clarify, like, if anything happens, then I'll, do it.
All right, that'll be fine.
Like I just said that I just deleted some of my streams, so I'm fine. Like my limit is better now.
Like,
all right.
like, what kind of recent streams did you delete?
Well, okay, so I had to delete the regular show one because of course it didn't really go so well.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That was a good choice to delete.
Okay, if you're saying that because you don't watch the show or you disrespect it,
No, because he knows about what happened because we told him. Remember?
Oh, okay. Because all right, just making sure. But thank you. For
Yeah. All
And
right,
another
so
one-
yeah.
He was not done explaining.
Oh, sorry.
No. I mean, like the rest are nothing. It's nothing. They're really.
Like, okay then. Well, folks, thank y'all for joining. I'm Porky Pig, and we're about to go home.
Bye.
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 I mean, you didn't say the line, Porky Pig.